Hi there, Happy Camper here. I figured it's time that I do a video about my retro streaming setup. Because yeah, capturing DOS games on actual hardware is not so easy nowadays. It gets more difficult as our old hardware is dying, but I would like to show you what I have here. All right, let's begin with the actual consoles, or well, we can call it PCs. Let me get this done here. So what I'm mostly using is these Toshiba Satellite Pro laptops. So here we got the okay, it's beeping when I close it. So this is Toshiba Satellite Pro 470 CDT. I also got one 480 CDT, which is running just fine if it's booted. Every one of my laptops has a little bit of an issue with something, but it's working just fine. All right. So these are laptops that come with yeah, pretty much something around the range 200 MHz Pentium CPU. This one, it's actually here on the side, like if you look here closely, then you got Intel inside, Pentium, and if you look closely here, I think it cannot be, that's not focusing there nicely. It's actually saying MMX also. So this MMX technology, I can't describe it specific, but it's something. Yeah, first before we go off, like I have 3 of those, or 2 of those for 70s and one 480. And I also got, like recently, it's like this summer, last summer, I got also a COMPAQ ARMADA for 4220T, just sitting on my lap. It's a bit stronger. I don't know the specifics on top of my head, but it's a bit stronger than the other ones I have. Yeah, let's see. Like I was streaming a little bit from it, but then something broke. We got another Intel sign here, and some nice boxes here. So yeah, it has its own issues. Anyways, yeah, back to this one. So how am I capturing this? So these things nicely, very nicely for me indeed, have a VGA port. Okay, so just need to get this down here. So that will be here in the back. So this is a VGA connector. So here in the back we have a few ports. We also got an old USB port. This is, I think, infrared. Cannot see what this is. We got a few more serial ports over there. There's power and PS2. Currently connected as a PS2 mouse. This seems to be a fan. On this side we have the power button, and we will touch on this one later. Yeah, we got a tracking point as a mouse additionally. This one, it seems to be broke. Yeah, it's not moving anyway. And on the front side we have audio, so that's also where I'm capturing the audio from. Actually, we also got a line in and a microphone, but that doesn't matter for me. And the volume go up and down. All right, most important thing, how do you get the image? So in the back we have the VGA, and the VGA from my side, it goes actually here into this thing. So recently, this year, I had a problem with one of those laptops, that the monitor that is working on this one, but on another one, it died, the monitor. So I had to struggle for a while, and then I came up with the solution of just using a VGA splitter, and I have a separate monitor for giving me the VGA output, just in case I need it. And yeah, so this one goes to the monitor, to the one I have up there, and this one is a VGA connector going into this neat little device that is combining the VGA input, or VGA output, I guess in this case, VGA output plus the sound. So the sound is also connected from the 3.5 millimeter, and it changes this to HDMI. So it got, this is a converter, VGA to HDMI. It actually says so. It just, whoop, let me do it like this. Then you can see it. It's actually written on the thing, VGA to HDMI converter. So that's a nice thing. And with the HDMI, I just have to go to, like in this case, in my case, it is actually a pretty cheap BASETech, I'm not even sure if that company exists anymore, this, to this BASETech capture card, and it's just USB, and this is a hub that goes directly to my streaming laptop. So that's how I capture everything. So in HDMI I have both sound and video combined, so there I can stream nicely. All right, a little bit of more detail here, because this converter here needs power. A detail here is that it gets power from USB. I have different configuration, or tried different configurations, but at the moment the most stable is actually I'm just elongating this from like a power outlet from a power socket. I could technically come, like, there is a USB port here that I tried, and it works sometimes, but it's not stable enough all the time. So on some laptops it's fine, on some it's not working so nice. So yeah, I tried to do this, but it's not the most stable setup, so I did not do this anymore. All right, I also wanted to show you the splitter again. It's a Digitus 2-port VGA splitter. Old thing, I think, at least from the looks of it, but it's doing its job just nicely. Also outside power needed. Yeah, one more thing I was touching up, or like you could see earlier, but I didn't explain it. So we have this thing here. I don't know the name of this port. But what it does is, so I want to play games on this hardware, and the way I do this is like I need to copy some things over. The USB port is not, like, I haven't figured out how to go like make that work with my USB sticks that I have. Maybe I need a very old USB stick that is less than 2 GB so that I can actually transfer stuff on it, but I haven't figured out. So what I was doing right until now was these laptops also have a CD-ROM drive. So every time I wanted to bring some game over, I had to burn a CD, which is quite annoying if you haven't figured out what to do. But instead, what I was doing recently, like I got also I have these external floppy drives, and these are the same connectors here that fit in here. So I got these already with the laptop. So it's connecting right now, if I can show this. There you go, connected. So that's the floppy drive connected, and I also got an external USB one. So now I can floppy it up, or at least the smaller games, which I'm mostly doing because DOS games are the most of the stuff that I'm streaming from this hardware, and the rest is, yeah, not so much. Like I haven't really used the setup to stream any Mech Commander. Like I tried once, it was terribly slow, so I let it be. But I streamed a little bit of Chandala, MTG Chandala from that setup. All right, a few more things here. So just want to tell you, or see, that you can see. just Windows 95 at the moment. But yeah, I have my things installed, and if I just restart in MS-DOS mode, get over here. Few more things about the variables. This can be tricky, like I still haven't figured out everything that I need for this driver, so these Toshiba laptops, they come with an Yamaha OPL3, and they are MIDI, they have some kind of MIDI working from them, but I haven't really figured out how to completely do this. Like sometimes I've been editing these devices here, so the blaster mainly, but also in the Windows settings, how to configure that. And most of the time I just fail because then it's not playing anything. And yeah, some more thoughts need to get into this. I'm not an expert there. I'm just failing every now and then. All right, let's get into some game. So I'll just show you like this. So I have this here, I have this here, and I also have this on my OBS. So I have Streamception here. So let's show you this. So here it is here it is on the monitor. And let's actually switch the scene for that. Oops. No, don't do that. Let's go into transition. And there we have it as well. And to show you that there's actually sound, I'll spam through the first stuff, and there we have the sound. Isn't that nice? Alright, yeah, that's pretty much how my setup works. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did not really show off the PS2 mouse, but I guess it's not needed that much. Oh yeah, one more thing about the about the mouse. So I usually don't load the mouse drivers at the beginning of when booting into DOS. Instead, I load them manually. Like there's this mouse driver here to install. Which game can I show this off? I guess Dune or something like this. XCOM or Dune. Games. I haven't switched this scene. There we go. Anyway, oops. It still work. Dune is a bit easier to write like this. Dune. Oh yeah, I also cannot start it like this. I forgot I cannot start XCOM like this. No, I don't have any sound, but trust me. Yeah, the mouse is working just fine. That's the PS2 mouse for you. PS2 mouse working just fine. Alright, I have a second one, but this one is the one that is usually working better for me. Yeah. Anything else I would like to touch on? Well, I also like just to show this really quick. I also stream sometimes from or like my streaming thing is on my laptop here, an XMG laptop. Nowadays they call themselves Bestware, but whatever. So it's a configured thing. This is my big monitor, and I sometimes also stream from my Steam Deck that I do not have here at the moment. Oh, actually I have it. Wait a second. Yep. At least that's in the case. Steam Deck is also available. But yeah, most of the games that are DOS or old Windows, I can stream from here. And yeah. So at this point, shoutouts to Happy SRL. So he's the one who also, like, when I was like I didn't get that idea by myself, but when I saw he was doing Prince of Persia runs on actual hardware, I asked him about it, and he was so nice to help me figure out how to do this on my own. So he was also recommending me these Toshiba laptops, which work quite nicely. So big shoutouts for Happy SRL. All right, I think that's it. If there's something missing, I might add it later on to this video, but I hope you understand my setup now a bit better. And I'll see you around. Have a good day. Bye bye.